Yo, your boy Hot Rod in here. GCI, the shots no more for hip hop and R&B. I got my family in the building.
Yo.
Chance the rapper.
Yo.
Essence, what's going on?
What up?
Hey, I appreciate y'all. This is
It's a family reunion.
yeah, it's family reunion. It's a new scenery. So
Yeah, man. Congrats, man. It's
Yes.
good to see you up here at GCI now. Yo, I like it.
it's very much fun, man. But y'all got a lot going on. We're gonna get right into it. Night at the museum. I've been honored and I thank y'all so much for having me a part of me and my brother B Man. Tell the people about this night at the museum. Like, first off, how did y'all create this? Like, did this come from the movie?
Yeah, well, the title came from the movie. Yeah, not to confuse it with the movie The Night at the Museum. This is an actual night in the museum. It started off 5 years ago at the Field Museum, and it's an event where we just invite families to come out. It's a low ticket price, $15 this year, but basically come out and see the best that Chicago has to offer in terms of organizations and entertainment. There's live music. It's obviously at the museum, so you get to see all the amazing exhibits. This year we're doing it at the Museum of Science and Industry, so you could check out the Blue Paradox exhibit. But it's basically an opportunity for you to connect with your family. Like, we see, grandmas and aunties and nephews and nieces running all through. The Jesse White tumblers come through. Like, there's like an organization that does braiding for the little girls, but everything is free, and it's just a nice way to end the year and to also collect warming items and clothing for those less fortunate during this time. So I've been lucky enough to be able to be there all these years and get to meet all these families. And I don't know, kids love taking pictures with Chance the Rapper, so I guess that's another thing you could add to the list. But yeah, me and Social Works have been, and you have been, making this event go on for 5 years, and it's, I think, it being the 5th year of A Night at the Museum, we just want to have it be extra special this year.
Nah, Essence, you play a huge role in this as well, because you be, your earpiece be on, you be running around. Hey, how does this feels for you?
It's exciting. It's exciting. I look forward to it every year. It's a lot of work, but it's always super fulfilling. At 10:30 when the event's over, and seeing all those smiles and all those kids coming down the escalators with their toys and giveaways, and the Jesse White tumblers, ending the night off. It's super exhilarating, and it makes the work worth all the while.
Yeah, it's definitely a great event. I definitely love it. I love how y'all first off, y'all get the kids involved, especially with performing wise and everything. How do y'all choose the talent? Because y'all don't just choose like hip hop. Y'all choose. Y'all go all around the world. Like, y'all be having different. Like, how do you?
I think it's like a thing where we're always trying to exhibit the best parts of the city, and because there's so much raw stuff going on, it's always changing. So I remember we had, Chicago Children's Choir, I think, in our first year, and I can't remember the name of the organization, but they would do these nativity scene stories, like the little plays. But there's like, there's literally thousands upon thousands of dope initiatives and organizations around the city that, put together cool work throughout the year for the youth and for a bunch of different populations. But kind of like it's just an opportunity to show your kids. I was making this example earlier this year. Like, this year I took Kinsley to the Bud, and Bud Billiken is something that she had been to before, but she was like, a lot younger. And just seeing her face, her smile when she got to see the South Shore drill team, and to see like, Jay Ivy he was the grandmaster or whatever. Like, seeing moments like that is culture, and that is like an important part of growing up in the city. And you want your kids to experience that, especially in like a safe space. So every year it's different organizations, new vendors. I hate calling them vendors because everything they're giving out throughout the night is free stuff. And it is a giveaway, and it is an opportunity to donate. But like, all these different orgs come together to like showcase what the city has. So it's different people every year, but we always try and get people that I think represent the city well.
True. And you talking about your daughter, Kinsley, you said experience, and you just gave her a great experience performing for the first time in Mexico. How was that?
Yeah, it was crazy. My youngest Marley asked, like the same day we was finna get on stage. So this is my first time performing in Mexico. I've been down there for vacations a couple of times, but this was our first show, and and I thought it'd be cool. It was at a resort. I was like, I'll bring my kids, you know what I'm saying, like take them to the water park and stuff. And the day of, Marley just kept asking me if she could get a microphone, if she could sing with me. She saw me sound check. That's what made her ask that. And I was like, yeah. I thought that she was gonna chicken out though, because that's what my kids do. They ask me a million times to do something, and then when the moment comes, they'd be like, nah, I'm good. But she was adamant about it all the way through getting on stage. She had her little ears in, and like she came out and she was doing harmonies. Both my kids are incredibly musically inclined too. Like,
Is that the wave now?
I don't know what about anybody else's kids, but my kids like, love music, and I think it's something that I've always had like a weird relationship with, because I was so, you know what I'm saying, like I was myself since I was a kid. Like I always loved making music, making poetry, dancing, being in front of people. But I knew other people who weren't necessarily so inclined to it, but they had parents or adults in their lives that pushed them towards it. And so I never wanted to be the type of parent that was like, oh yeah, this is what you're going to do, or oh yeah, you need to be in the public eye, or you need to be in Hollywood, or no type of stuff like that. And it was cool to see Marley really want to do it, because they both play. Like Kinsley plays piano, and Marley be practicing rudiments and drum rolls and stuff like that. So they're both like inclined, and to see her like, you know, take the opportunity to be like, I want to do this was pretty dope to me. And she wasn't scared at all. Like the crowd was loud, but she was just smiling and doing her thing. It was fire.
So if she won the track from you, you gonna?
If she actually for sure, of course, she'll get the discount.
Essence, did you ever want to be an artist and want to
No,
sing?
sir.
No?
As y'all grew up together, I mean, it
I
wasn't.
used to be on the dance team. You know, we went to high school together.
I played tennis. Sports was my thing.
That's true.
Played tennis and volleyball. I used to be in the church choir, alto. But I can't sing for real. I can't sing for real.
Won't he do it?
Okay. Oh my God! All right, so let's keep it around Christmas. Let's take it back. What was one of them toys that you always wanted growing up?
Man, I remember I wanted the Bratz like head. It was like this Bratz doll head though that you can do her hair and her makeup. When I was like 7, I loved that. But money. I used to always just want money. Boring, I know.
I mean, look, I used to want Ninja Turtles. That was my thing, just Ninja Turtles straight, and Power Rangers. That was it. What about you?
Man, me and Tay were spoiled by our grandmother. Like our parents didn't make a lot of money, but my grandma used to spend all her retirement checks on crazy gifts, like to the point that my dad used to take stuff. He used to be like, y'all don't both need a PlayStation, so he'd just take some.
Oh, y'all had to get your own separate.
That's how my grandma liked to do it. My parents used to get us clothes. My dad got me a keyboard one year. That was a really important gift for me. That changed the trajectory of my life. But like when it came to like video games, like we used to get all the new games. Like I had Game Boy Advance, Game Boy Color, Switch, Wii, like literally everything that came out I used to get it. But the toy that I wanted that I never got, I guess sock and boppers. I always wanted some sock and boppers. You remember that? It's like you blow them up and then you could throw them things. It was like a boxing. It was like the blow up boxing gloves. Y'all remember that?
Those, yeah.
My dad was like, "You'll never get that." And so I never got the sock and boppers till I was grown. And then me and my adult friends used to be boxing.
Hey, speaking of boxing, your boy just had his Vic.
Yeah, Vic's been heavy on the boxing. He just dropped a whole mixtape. Like it had like an album release where he was in a real fight. the album release, and it was good. He won the fight, which is crazy because he just started boxing last year. But it was so funny to me.
When y'all was in the corner, yeah.
Bro, no, we was yelling at him. He's like, "I'm tired." But it was just crazy at the end. He's like trying to like get on the mic, and he's just so windy. He's like, and then I want to think. I'm like, man, just shut up. Like, let's calm down and like enjoy the evening, because he was really boxing for like. They was doing, I think, like 2-minute rounds. Like, and boxing is not a joke, yo. Like, not only are you getting hit, but you're also getting exhausted. So, we were really happy with that release and with all the people that showed up and so.
Did you ever get in the ring?
Man, I used to box a little when I was younger. I would not get in the ring at 30. Definitely not without having trained since I was in high school and being person who gets paid off of looking decent, like I could never get in a ring again. But I feel like boxing training is really good for like performing and stuff because it's so much cardio. Right?
Cardio, yeah.
Nice. We missed one person, Justin.
Yeah,
My boy right
shout out to
there.
Justin.
What does Justin mean to social workers?
Ooh. It's just two of us that works like day-to-day social work, so he means a lot. He's my other half.
Yeah.
But he is really, Justin is a lot, does a lot on the back end. So thinking through our website, thinking through just like the finances, like he holds a lot of weight on that side. So shout out Justin and all that he does. He means a lot to us and to me.
Yeah. Justin's been my best friend since I was in 3rd grade, and I've known his twin sister since I was in kindergarten. We all went to school together at some point, and Reese is here too for the people that can't hear on the radio. Say, hey, what up?
I was gonna get to him.
You're
Yeah, but no, Justin is when we finished high school, he went and became a CPA, or he went to school for accounting, even though he was supposed to be a biomedical engineer. He was like, I'll just do this number stuff. And when I started my nonprofit, he was the first person that I reached out to, and just because he's good with being organized to a certain extent. and yeah, like Essa said, it's really just two of us. That's like the cool thing about social works is that when I see how many people are affected just in my daily day-to-day life, like somebody's going to come up to me and tell me they're a CPS teacher, or they have a child that went to a school that was a part of the New Chance Fund, like, or they're going to tell me that their kids go to our Vacation Bible School, or that their kids are in our open mic program, or that they went to the night at the museum, or that they were part of, and there's so many different spaces that social works operates in, and that really genuinely helps people, that it makes me forget until we get to hang out as friends and they can't stay out all night, that that they're constantly working on all these people. Like, we're one of the most populated cities in America, one of the largest powers in the world, and the epicenter of a lot of political movements. And so to think that my best friends from when I was a kid are making drastic, radical change in an important place, in an important way in individual lives is just like, it's mind-blowing to me.
Yeah, nah, I'm glad you said that because y'all went to Australia.
We did go to Australia. Yeah, social work's going global.
You had a moment, a great moment. Talk to us about that moment.
It was dope. I spoke at this panel discussion about women and innovation. There's a lot of different like women leaders in tech, philanthropy, fashion, business, and I was just honored to be seen and asked to be involved. And yeah, it was about an hour chat. My best friends came and supported me. They were pretty much the only guys that were there.
It was an all women.
It was an all women thing, but they came in and supported me, which meant a whole lot. And it was just like a super, I would say the word of that trip was like revival. We had a really good time. A lot of work, but we were just able to be in a foreign country with each other, just like old times. Well, we were never in foreign countries in old times, but like
we have been. We went to South Africa.
Oh, but I mean like when we were kids.
Oh,
like,
yeah, that's right.
Us four. Like it's been a minute, so it was really a really good time. And he did the speech at SXSW. His audience was like 8,000. Mine was 100, but you know what I'm saying. I think we both crushed it. Respectfully. No, it was a good time. It was a good time.
Nah, I'm proud of you. I just want to say that to Essence real quick because she be holding it down. Like you
do.
Oh, thanks.
like you really be going crazy. Like you be keeping everybody in line and in check, and
Definitely,
you know just I just want to say that for real. Like you doing your thing for real. So and then my brother all the way to my left, Reese Nim. Hey, what does this guy mean to y'all? Like, cause he be, I think his mic right there. Like, and I'll turn it up. Reese is. I rock with Reese so much. Hey, what does Reese mean to y'all? Like, cause he always in y'all corner.
My dog.
Yeah, that's my best friend. It's my best friend.
Loyal.
I know Reese since I was like.
Best friend. Hey, just to say though, when we was in Australia, I was definitely having a. These my homies. These my homies. Like, my mind was gone.
My mind is gone.
Hey, Reese, what do they mean to you?
Man, everything, you know what I'm saying? I love my friends. I love my job. I got like the best job in the world. I work with the best people in the world.
Yeah.
We try to change the world and help anybody we can. Essence, our leader,
Yeah.
our mama.
That's what I'm saying. She can keep everything checked.
You know, if she don't say it's cool, it ain't cool, man. Justin, man, big bro. Man, I just love it, man. I love them a lot, you know. It's everything to me.
Yeah, and that's why I wanted to get all y'all in here. Like, I always used to talk about this. I used to tell you, like, man, I want to get all y'all in here and just tell the story because y'all all grew up together, and like y'all friendship just like it's everything. Like it's dope as hell. Like for real. Like y'all all stick together, y'all work together, y'all travel together. So I just applaud y'all for this, and you know it just shows that familyness, and you know what y'all show is what y'all bring into the city for Night at the Museum, and
Thank you too, yo.
Yeah.
Like you've been rocking with us since
For a long
day
time.
one.
Gotta give
Day
love to
one.
Hot Rod.
Yeah,
You got an ear to the streets. You
I mean,
always.
You've been a part of Open Mic. You've been a part of Warmest Winter. You've been a part of like everything that we've been like. Rod, please. You've been like absolutely no question.
Day one.
So we
Yeah.
appreciate you for seeing us and believing in us and always supporting us.
I appreciate
Straight
that.
up.
I'm glad that y'all came up here and blessed me. Y'all the first. Y'all my first, and y'all was out.
You want this the first one?
Yeah, you was my first. I mean, but you know.
No, it was. I mean, look, I rock with people. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't ever believe in organization unless it's defining people. And so, like, every iteration of what you mean to the city, whether it's as a DJ, as a radio host, as a event coordinator, as a
Organizer.
organizer, connecting people, you put people in music together, like all of these different stages, I'm always rock with you because you always been thorough. It's a certain sense of investment that you have in community and culture that everybody doesn't have. But when people come around you and they recognize that, it's always gonna have like a jarring effect. And for me, that jarringness makes me be like, oh, we gotta have Hot Rod on this. Oh, we gotta hit up Hot Rod. Oh, we can't figure this out. Ask Hot Rod. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how it's gonna always be, and we respect you for that. And I think you in the right place, man. It's
You
gonna
put
be
Open Mic Kids on the radio.
yeah.
That was
great. Hey,
huge.
and we gonna do it again. I already been talking about it, so I just want to let
That
you
meant
know
so
that.
much to them and to us. So
Yeah.
just super innovative too, and like pushing past barriers or boundaries that exist and just
Yeah. No, I
keep
think
going.
y'all.
So appreciate you.
This is dope. Like, it's crazy, y'all. First interview over there, first interview here. Like, hey, so we gonna keep rocking. Night at the Museum. Tell the people the date so they could pop out.
Night at the Museum is going down tonight at the Museum of Science and Industry, 6:30 to 10:30 p.m. Don't miss it. Tickets still available at socialworkshy.org.
All right.
Yeah. And make sure y'all slide through the Night at the Museum. It's going down. It starts at 6. Tickets is $15 at the door. You can meet me, Chance the Rapper. I'm going to be in that joint. Bring your kids, bring your nieces, bring your cousins, and your grandma too. And yeah, have a safe New Year, Chicago.